racks, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same, things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked, can I?
Hey, could count on my power, hey, look at my dogs from. It was way back then, could claim what you saw, but you weren't with us. The higher the climb, the harder the fall, but how did you get up? I done got rich and went broke, then got rich again, just a little hiccup. I done been ballin' this pickup. Remember me being so bummy and
Today, from Soldier Field in Chicago, it's Week 8 of the NFL on EA Sports.
They say summer is the time to live in Chicago. Well, that's extended into autumn as we are ready to roll under blue skies at Soldier Field. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the New Orleans Saints and the Chicago Bears. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
On the return.
Now we see quarterback Drew Brees and his New Orleans offense set to go on attack here for the first time.
When you think of accuracy, you might as well think of Drew Brees because he owns 5 of the 6 best completion percentages in a single season in NFL history, and it feels like 5 of the last 6 seasons. Like Tom Brady, he thinks he can go until he's at least 45, loves playing the game, takes great care of his body, and despite missing 5 games with a thumb injury last year, showed his toughness and came back and threw 27 touchdown passes against just 4 interceptions.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. And this is Cook with a grab. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Holding offense.
No! That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Brees now to throw. Being chased out left. And he fires one that's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
Brees pass intercepted. The Bears
from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10.
32-yard line.
After the interception, here's Trubisky. Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 23-yard line.
They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. They'll run for the first time with Tariq Cohen. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 3rd down and 2.
First carry now for David Montgomery. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. 7 yards to pick up. First down, Chicago. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
Going the ball carrier.
Tackle there going to Marshawn Lattimore.
On the tackle.
Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give him the yardage that they needed, but they really wanted him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
Watching that run takes me back to something a famous old coach once said. Any player he wants on his team, he wants him to be agile, mobile, and most definitely hostile.
First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Now they'll throw it with Trubisky. And Miller will pull this one in. He's got it for the Bears. Touchdown. Anthony Miller, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bears have taken the early lead.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor, in effect.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Here comes Montgomery now to return it. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 24.
New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on first and 10. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Danny Trevathan there to bring him down.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
Thomas, the intended target, and it's third down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. The play clock getting low, so Sean Payton says let's take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. It's not too often you see a holder putting that football down right on the midfield stripe. 60 yards, Charles, but a little bit too much to bite off there.
Yeah, it's good to show confidence in your kicker. That might have been just a little bit too much. I'll guarantee you, as you just noted, putting it down on the midfield stripe, the holder's thinking to himself, that's a long way. Probably not as confident as well.
From midfield now, here's Trubisky. That's Cordero Patterson hauling it in. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first.
But it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Out out of the gun. Trubisky. And he finds his tight end, Graham. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 7 yards to pick up on the pitch and catch.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Von Miller, he was the one getting in there, able to wreak his usual havoc. After that sack we just saw, Trubisky and the Bears deal with a 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Trubisky. And Graham's got it. Complete. And he'll go down at the 28. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own.
Alvin Kamara and the Saints set to start their next drive. So Brees going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10, right at the 30. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Ball carrier.
Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offense coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game. That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Again, this is Kamara. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a loss of 2.
On 2nd and 12, Brees.
The 41-yard.
Thomas has got it, complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 42. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
First down.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 12 yards there and a first down.
A gain of 12. First down, Saints.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
Bears 10. Saints nothing.
So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now they'll throw with Brees. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 18. Give them 14 on that one and a first down. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Into the red zone, it's Brees. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. From the gun, it's Breeze. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson, and he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, Davis.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Oh, they go with a tight end carry. He's got a first down past the 30. And all the way up to the 37-yard line. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
First play of the drive, a first down run. That sets you up for whichever way you want to go. Do you come right back and run the football again because you've got them on their heels? Or do you play chess match with them, break tendency, and go play action and go for the big shot?
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Now it's Trubisky. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. He's brought down.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
2nd and 5 now. Trubisky, the connection made. It's Graham. 7 yards there and a first down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Trubisky going to give this to Montgomery. And he stopped immediately there. Demario Davis makes the tackle. He led the Saints in that category in 2019.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. From the shotgun is Trubisky. And left side here, it's Graham. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 20-yard line. 11 yards there, first down. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for his rookie Cole Kmet that time. But it'll be 2nd down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Montgomery back to the ground. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Here's Trubisky. They'll roll him out right. He can run for it, and he will. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
And that's disappointing for the defense. They had the advantage, had excellent coverage all over the field, but they let him get away, scramble, and pick up a first down, and inside the 5-yard line.
Well, they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. Now Trubisky. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Jimmy Graham, the intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd and goal. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. He'll be feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Cameron Jordan in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Trubisky will throw. His pass caught at the 4. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. They wind up with 6 on the hook up there, but it's not enough. 4th and goal.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
Drew Brees getting ready to go again on offense. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
That was 2nd down run for Murray. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Brees. He'll let this thing go for Sanders. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Brees again here on 2nd and 10. Now Brees lost the football. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpire's got different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
First down.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Here's Brees to throw. And Brees is intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by Tashaun Gibson. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Second straight drive now here, Charles. That have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
33-yard line.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Working with his 2nd and 4. Now Trubisky to throw. That's caught by Montgomery. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Cameron Jordan, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Throwing here, Trubisky. Sliding out of the pocket. Rolling to his right. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. On 3rd down, they go Montgomery. And to the 46 he goes and no further, so he is well short of the first down marker. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down. So we've reached the intermission. Well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Bears take over 1st and 10. At their own 27-yard line.
So here are the Bears to take over on offense. They've got the lead right now in this ball game, and they got the victory last week against the Rams, so some good momentum as they come up 1st and 10.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. 53 to Mike. 53.
Now it's Trubisky, and Graham's got it over the middle. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. at the 47-yard line.
On second down, Trubisky. It's caught outright by Graham. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
To Jimmy Graham.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up third down.
Mike, 53, Mike.
On third down, Trubisky gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. And he'll only get this to the 47. He needed a few more yards to pick up the first. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be fourth down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And, Charles, they trail by a couple of scores, but if they could put a good drive together here, it'd go a long way toward getting them back in this football game.
And if you're looking at a checklist of things that they need to do in the second half, job number one was getting a stop, wasn't it? So, big check right there. Now they want to see if their offense can build on that momentum.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara. And he's able to get up here to the 26. 7 yards there and a first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Ready?
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. That's a gain of 13 as they try to whittle away at this 13-point deficit.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
The tackle by Robert Quinn.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
2nd and 7. Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. And brought in by the tight end Cook. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
6 yards left on 2nd down. Kamara. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They keep it on the ground, but this time it's Murray. And he'll get inside the 40 to maybe the 38-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Here we go with Kamara. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first. Good spot on the field to go for it. Kind of no man's land, as they call it, and it worked out.
Yeah, they call it no man's land because your punter's telling you it's too short. I'm just going to punt it into the end zone. Your field goal kicker might give you a little raised eyebrow. Might be too far for the field goal, so it gives you a great chance to go for it. Personally, if you have those tendencies to be aggressive as a head coach, you kind of like this spot because it gives you the decision to go ahead and go for it when you want to anyway.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Second and 5.
Looking to throw again on second down. Breeze under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Akeem Hicks at 6'5", 332 finds his way home for the sack. And that'll be marked down as their first sack of the game.
Well, they had 6 last week, and this offense did its homework, didn't it? Because they saw all that pressure, and they really worked hard to tamp it down and beat it back. And they did a great job in the first half. But now they've gotten their first sack here in the second half. Look out. They'll try to increase the pressure.
3rd and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Now, to be frank, a silly penalty there trying to block the field goal, and that leads to a fresh set of downs. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes the defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. They run it again with Kamara. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down. That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. He stepped right up like a pro.
And they decide fairly early here they need the ball back, so here's an onside kick. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. Now it's Patterson. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 20.
Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And, Charles, you'd have to think this is where you want to start taking some time off the clock.
Oh, definitely, because you got the lead, right? You take a good look up there and you say, okay, what do we need to do here? Well, you're not in full-out protect mode. You want to make sure you run it, throw it safe, take some time off, and eat it up.
Not taking your advice, they'll throw first play. He's going to float this one deep right side. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
97's the mic. 97's the mic. Go, baby. Turn up. Get that ball. Get that ball.
2nd and 10 now. It's Trubisky. That is caught by Cohen. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
3rd down and 12.
Let's get it.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Bears on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12.
97's the mic. It's a slam. 97's the mic. 97's the mic.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. And he completes it to Cohen. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10. The New Orleans offense set to take over. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. A man who's been busy this afternoon. It's Kamara again. Alvin, give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards.
1st down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Check 59. Mike is 59.
On 1st down, Murray down to the 25.
Number 28.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Tackled at the 25-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Hey, 95-56. 95-56.
They'll run. This is Kamara. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
Handoff to Alvin Kamara. Tackle made at the 21-yard line. It's a gain of 4.
The Saints on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Again, it's Kamara. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 16.
He was brought down by Akeem Hicks.
Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the 1st down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
Latavius Murray, the ball
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Jared Cook, his Pro Bowl tight end, was the target. And it's 3rd down. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. to the goal line, but it's incomplete. There defensively was Buster's screen to knock it away.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at the 40. He'll begin by dropping it off to Montgomery. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
From the 44, Trubisky. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. The Bears on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. He may try and run for this. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. That is an absolute backbreaker. That was a design passing play, wasn't a draw. You think you got him stopped, good coverage downfield, and he's able to pick up the first with his legs. Defensively, that kicks into your psyche and hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and here's the thing. Anytime you give up a first down, it hurts you psychologically, but it hurts more when they get it this way because you've covered everything. He didn't have any place to throw the football. He takes off running and picks it up anyway, and now you have to stay on the field for an extra set of downs.
And really could have used that stop trailing here in the 4th. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. Here's Trubisky to throw, and that is incomplete. Janoris Jenkins with good coverage that time as he was able to get in there and knock it away.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
That'll go for only 17 yards on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The offense and Alvin Kamara heading back onto the field. And as we peer at the numbers, he got off to a struggling start, but since then really found his rhythm.
And I think that comes together with not just the halftime adjustments, but just that quiet confidence. If you just keep doing the things you've been working on, eventually there will be creases. You know, find those gaps in the defense, keep working on them, and maybe what didn't happen very well for you in the beginning of the game, it starts to open up as the game moves on.
2nd and 7, operating from the 34. To throw is Breeze. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
And from the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball. But surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. From the gun, it's Breeze. And that will be incomplete.
Breeze pass. Intended for Michael Thomas.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. The Saints do snap it. It's Breeze. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
It's a pickup.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, Trubisky. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Sheldon Rankins able to record his 5th sack of the season. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that one makes this a 10-point game at 16-6. So that's a big one. Obviously, Charles makes it a 2-score game. His 3rd field goal of the game, able to knock it through.
Yeah, not exactly free and clear yet, but as a defense, you get to play a little bit looser, don't you? Because you do now have a little bit of a margin of error, don't you?
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. So Breeze and the Saints down by 10, 2:21 the time left. It's been a struggle to score all day, and now they need to do it twice here late to have a chance. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And that's caught inside the 35.
Breeze pass.
And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line.
Gain of 45 yards. And the Saints 1st down.
So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, that means talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one.
They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. And he's up past the 10 to about the 12.
Number 29.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
The tackle made.
2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike.
They'll go to Montgomery to try to wind some clock. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
A loss of a yard on the play. Brings up 3rd and 7.
They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. It's a gain of 14 there, and that should be enough to get him home free. I guess he was saving his best for last, so to speak. Longest run of the day coming here in the 4th quarter right there.
And that type of run makes for a better night for him and his teammates, doesn't it? To be able to produce this late in the game can lead to some big smiles and satisfaction in the locker room after this one's over.
And Trubisky down to a knee, and that is all she wrote.
Trubisky on the keeper.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road. But there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And I think the game balls need to be distributed on the defensive side of the football, and I bet that you would agree.
Yeah, if you hold a team under 10 points, that's a job well done. Really well done. So I would say game balls for every starter and every key player who participated in this game.
Now, see, I only like one game ball. You're handing out multiple, although I set you up by saying game balls, plural. But
I like where we're going with this, though. You say one to represent, like the best player of all of that. And I say multiples so that you keep everyone motivated and involved.
You're a man of the people.
I'm a man of the people. I thought I was the only child.
You get a game ball, and you get a game ball. Game balls for everybody. So for the Bears, they'll finish the first half of the schedule dead even at 4-4. Then they will hit the road next week to take on the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for New Orleans, the loss drops them back to 4-3 so far. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Tampa to take on the Bucs. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
Someone put me out 'cause I'm on fire.